Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about where I've been and why I was absent from my channel for nearly 3 years now. So technically I didn't actually abandon it, I just didn't post any content, and that's what this video will be about today, explaining about what happened in the last 2 to 3 years that I was absent from YouTube. So the last time I posted any content was a game called Baldur's Gate 3. It hadn't been out for very long, and as much as I was enjoying it during the time, I was also going through some personal things, which I will be explaining now. So in April of 2023, I had noticed a considerable issue with my dog Kiba. He was drinking a lot, losing weight, and generally not acting himself. I took him to the vet and, well, he got diagnosed with terminal prostate cancer. It was hard to hear, but after hearing the news, I just wanted to focus on making him as happy and as comfortable as possible. This meant taking a small step back from content creation to dedicate more time to Kiba, and in August of 2023 I actually ended up moving out of my mother's home, who had been living with for about a year at that time. I moved out and into a nice little place where me and my partner had set up. We had a lot of unpacking and building to do, getting the apartment from being pretty much a storage unit to an actual living space. And it was a fantastic project for both me, my partner, and the landlord, who took great pride. Once it was finished and we finally moved in, I decided to focus mainly on Kiba and his final time that he had. His cancer sadly was progressing, even with the steroids, but he still remained his best happy little self throughout all the hardships that he went through. The vets did say he may have 6 months to 2 years to live, so it was a gamble on how long he really had. The vets had recommended that I schedule a time he would be put to sleep before the cancer had made him in any pain and caused any suffering. He seemed all good a few days before his day of sleep, so as a family we decided he wasn't quite ready to go on the day that he was scheduled to be put down. It was only one day before his scheduled sleep day that we woke up and saw that he wasn't getting up in the morning. We realised that he was incredibly poorly, very weak, couldn't get up, really hot and completely incontinent, and this is when I realised that this is the beginning of the downfall. We all decided in his best interest that we had to put him down before the cancer had caused any further misery, and on the 20th of October 2023 I lost my boy and he crossed Rainbow Bridge. This was incredibly difficult for everyone in our family, and I took it especially hard as I formed an incredible bond with him, and with that, I just stopped making content. Now please note that from August to November I did have content recorded, edited and uploaded. It was only once Kiba had passed away that my entire motivation had also left, and that is why my channel suffered greatly. So the last 2 years I had voiced that I wanted to record again. I even made several recordings but never got around to editing or even uploading. I did eventually just stop creating content altogether, and for about a year, when no games were played, no videos were recorded, and no footage had been edited, I just did nothing. Now everything I said has been a brief outline of what's happened, and I do mean brief. However, I am back to content creating again, my motivation is back. I still have days where I just want to be completely zombified. I also have work too, which also factors into my motivation. I do have content recorded and saved on my computer ready to be uploaded, but I have decided not to upload them as my energy in them is noticeably dull, and that's really not what I want for my channel. As this video is now up, this means that I'm going to be making content again. I do apologise to those who really enjoyed watching me to see me disappear, honestly. It wasn't on purpose, I just found myself in a bit of a dark hole at the time, but I am back and I'm ready to make you smile again. I made a promise to myself for 2026 is the year for me to finally make some big changes, and YouTube is one of them. I know it's taken 2 months to get this far, and I actually started doing recording in December to start editing and scheduling, but then I got really sick in the new year and now I'm having to catch up all over again. But don't worry, nothing has faltered in terms of my promise. I am working very hard to make sure you guys get the content and a regular upload pattern, and I also make the promise to not disappear from YouTube again without an explanation before doing so. I will also be doing lives on occasion too, just for some chill time. And as you guys can see, I've changed my YouTube channel name. Again. But this is the final time I'm changing it. First time was Aquaholes, it sounded like alcohol. Didn't like being referred to that, so I changed it to Capricorn X. But that name was never supposed to be a permanent name. It was supposed to be temporary until I figured out a neutral name I was happy with, which I'm now happy with. Going forward, Maze Games is permanent name for the channel and will not be changed going further. That's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys feel better knowing this update, and I'll be very honest, I'm glad to actually be back on YouTube again, as it's been one stable thing in my life that I've consistently enjoyed doing and I have missed it so much. I just want to say also, to those who have stuck around and remained a subscriber, thank you so much for keeping me in your subscription. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. I promise it's not gonna notice. I know I've lost a few like over the last sort of 2 years, understandably, but you'll never know how grateful I am to have the 300 odd people who've stayed. Anyways, guys, I made a short little video of the new Deadline duet and GTA 5. I hope you enjoy this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.